Hey guys, this video is a long time overdue. We're talking 13 years in the making of this kit car. This is what we're sitting in right now, a Factory 5 GTM. This is the first generation version. I've stripped this car down a few times now, right down to redoing the wiring and some of the mechanical as well. And now I've gutted the interior, as you can see. Mostly because I wanted to install my own LCD system. As you might know, I do have a LCD dash development business, which it's about time that I installed one in this vehicle. And I've done the unthinkable with this console area. The stock GTM comes with a 7-inch display in this area here. I've actually cut these steel bars, the frame, interior frame, and extended it so I could put a bigger screen in. This is a 12-inch touchscreen. As you see, I cut the fiberglass. This is wrapped in vinyl. I have tons of work to do here with fiberglass and carbon fiber bezels to cover the screen. I don't want to see this outside edge, which is brushed aluminum. I'm going to cover it up until about halfway on this black strip, so there will be a surround of a bezel of carbon fiber there. And as I walk through this, I'm going to be updating on my website the build process, the final stages here to get this back on the road, so you can follow along with that. And I'm also going to do a separate video series on the installation of the LCD system. So right now we're looking at a 200 series LCD. 200 meaning it has two screens, so we'll have a touch screen to control everything. We have wipers up here. This touch point will be a dome light on and off toggle. The car will show the doors opening, animating the hood and the trunk, which is actually the engine in this car. Then we have windows, up, down, auto up, auto down. We have a vintage air climate system, so this will control, as opposed to the hardware knobs, we're going to use a touchscreen, media player, video, audio, settings menu, cell phone connection through USB, and some compatibility through Bluetooth. It's very limited, but we can display Meta on the screen and basic commands. Be able to do phone mirroring with full capabilities of all apps, and we have a video camera here for reverse, as well as a front camera for parking, door popper, and door lock unlock. This here is engine start stop. It'll control the ignition bus as well as start the engine. This is the screen I designed for my own use. This is kind of a replica of a LaFerrari gauge. I just obviously changed the inside, some of the colors. Got the logo there. The car number is 105. That's the build number. I'm going to have a gear display as well, using either Hall effect sensors or limit switches to sense the gear position. We'll have progressive turn signals at the top, so they'll kind of bloom out as opposed to flash. And then we have, the tachometer in the middle. It's got the LED on the outside ring with the needle moving as well. When you hit your shift point, then it'll change color. We'll also get a shift message on the screen. Also messing around with the idea of a compass. And it rotates as you drive in different headings, north, south, west. I don't know if I want to keep that blue. I might gray it out just to get some of the color off. Up here we have the engine temperature, and those icons there, that looks like a fan, which is going to tell me when the fan is turned on. We can control on and off temperatures of the fan, and that water drop will indicate when my water pump is on. I have electric water pump. So this system will cut all power to any auxiliary electrical until the engine is started. Once it senses battery voltage or engine RPM, then it'll turn on any additional accessories, or in this case, like the water pump will come on when the engine starts warming up, the fans as well. So we don't have them running when you have your auxiliary on or your just ignition on. So I know a lot of builds do that. They have, you turn your key on and automatically those fans will come on, and any other accessories which you don't want, especially while you're cranking the motor. This car has two separate fuel tanks, so I was thinking of doing a left and right fuel gauge, top one being the driver, the bottom one being the passenger side, and then once one of them gets low, the return fuel from the fuel rail will get directed to the lowest tank. Fuel pressure on the left, which gives you a numeric indication as well as a graphic representation. Oil pressure, bottom is voltmeter. As you can see, when it goes into the red, it will turn red, and you also get the red LED bar. Otherwise, when it's in spec, it'll go green. Odometer, it'll have trip, outside air temperature. So right now it's set to miles per hour, but for my case, I'll need kilometers, so we switch that using our menu. We're going to be doing a steering wheel control, so I'm going to have like flash to pass, horn on here, maybe some controls for menus and that sort of thing. Haven't really figured out exactly what I'm going to put on there, but I do have two of these 3D printed which will mount to the steering wheel, and they're just momentary buttons. So turn signals, of course, so we don't have to take our hands off the wheel. This will be a switchless car, so I've removed the turn stock. That's why the wiper controls are up here, and the turn signals will be on these paddles. Now, we also offer a single screen kit, but instead of having a touch screen and having to put your hand through the steering wheel to set things, I was thinking of having like a touchpad which can be mounted on the dash or somewhere on the console area, and you can trim it out as well. This is about 3 by 3, and then you can control your menu options on your screen for things like trip or changing the skin, changing the graphic or the mode, that is. We'll have different modes. We'll have cruise, sport mode, and then like a race mode as well, which I'll show at a later time. This video is getting quite long, but just love your feedback on what you think of this touchpad design. And we can also go for OEM looking touchpad that the BMW or Audi or Mercedes tend to use. Depending on your budget, we can offer that as well. So if you have any questions, respond to the thread here, or you can just contact me through the website, through email at info@lcd- all one word .com. So info@lcddash.com.